Hi, welcome back, and I hope you're keeping healthy and safe. We were discussing about types of media, and we started the broadcast media or the electronic media, and we have already discussed television. Now we come to the second broadcast media, which is radio. So, as we have discussed, a television offers you both audio visual option if you are advertising. In radio, we just have the audio. So, radio has also evolved as a social advertising medium, and it is very useful if you want to reach out to the poor or reach out to the areas where you do not have internet connectivity or where you do not have television connections, right? So let us see how good or what are the positive features and what are the shortcomings of radio as a advertising media. So radio is relatively inexpensive if you compare to television, because you do not have to spend hefty amount while making an ad, and also it is easier to make the radio ads as compared to the television ads, because you do not have to like edit and direct the ad. So yes, it is inexpensive, then it can reach masses, it has wide coverage. High frequency means you can again and again give the ad on radio, and you can reach out to the customer and get into the minds by playing your ad again and again. Flexibility means last minute changes are very much possible in radio ads. And selectivity, you can select what, how and what. For example, if you listen to radio regularly, there are different radio frequencies, and there are different type of channels, different type of RJs. Some RJs are very famous, handling a different a typical type of program. There are health program, there are sports program, there are music program, there are interviews. So depending on what your product is, you can fit your advertisement in the particular program. For example, if you are dealing with kids product, you can put it in the show which is meant for kids, which the parents listen, so that they can they are aware of that product and they can buy that product, right? So that way you can do selectivity. Then better impact. How better impact? For example, if you read books, you can imagine yourself, while if you movie, our imagination is limited, because we can see only what is we don't visualize ourselves, we just see what is being played on the screen. So when you are listening to the radio, you can make up you can imagine and you can visualize things yourself, and that is how the users are using their own imagination. So if like Amitabh Bachchan, you hear the voice of Amitabh Bachchan on radio and he's narrating a story in some ad, so you can imagine yourself. My imagination might be different from your imagination, so that is how users get connected to the advertisement or to the story which has been told through the ad. And last one is mobility. A very important feature or advantage which radio offers is mobility. Mobility means that radio is very mobile. Earlier we used to have the big transistors, which even farmers used to carry to their farm and listen to the songs while doing the work, or the news while doing the work. But now it is in our pocket, it is in our mobile phones. And if you are traveling from point A to point B, you are traveling for 1.5 hour every day, you are listening to the radio, and so you are listening to the ads, you are exposed to the ads coming on radio. However, now time is changing, and then you have more of streaming services, and we listen to lesser radio, but those people who listen to the radio are still large in number. And so yes, it is a good media to advertise, because it is very mobile, and while you're going on drives, you put on the your FM and radio, and then you have news updates going on, live traffic updates going on, and उसके बीच में जो ads आती रहती है, you get exposed to them. So yes, that is how it is very mobile, and it is a unique feature of radio. You cannot carry your television along with you. You cannot see the television or YouTube videos while you are driving, but you can always listen to the radio while you are driving or while you are traveling. Coming to the shortcomings, it has creative limitations because it is only audio and not visual, and so if you are trying to explain some technical things, it will not be a good media to select. For example, if you want to tell that you are selling a vacuum cleaner and it is cleaning each and every corner of your house, if you are just speaking about it, it won't be impactful as much as it would be in a television ad where you are showing how it is cleaning the home, how much power it has. So that is about the shortcoming of radio, because it has only audio and no visual. So technical products are not a very good option to be advertised on radio. Then fragmentation. Like there are 6 7 frequencies in my city, and I am hearing only one of them. So आपके अलग अलग रेडियो के चैनल्स होते हैं, 98.3 रेडियो मिर्ची, and people are divided over them, and so you might have to play your ad on all the channel to reach all the audience, because at a given point of time you have the audience divided into different radio stations. So fragmentation means कि audience बटी हुई है अलग अलग channels में जो कि रेडियो पर होते हैं. तो अगर आप एक ही चैनल पे अपना ऐड दे रहे हैं, यू आर रीचिंग ओनली टू सर्टेन section of people listening to that channel. If you want to reach everybody who is listening to radio, you will have to give at all the channels, so that people listening to different channels are being reached. Next is limited listener attention. Again, like if you are traveling, if you have your earphone on, standing in the metro listening to the music, and then the ad comes, you change the channel, you are not paying attention to the ads. So although it is mobile, it is like available everywhere, but then we are not paying attention to the ads unless and until it is of particular interest to us. So for example, 3 4 ads are coming, and you are a student, and then you are interested in MBA coachings, or you are interested in the scholarships, or you are interested in the postgraduate courses, and if that ad comes, you will be suddenly alert. But if some other household ads or kids ads are coming, it is not your arena, so you will not be paying attention to those ads. So that is limited listener attention. Next is clutter. Again, like if you are listening to a music show, and if ad comes for 1 minute, in 1 minute ad you will in 1 minute time slot you will have 3 to 4, even 5 to 6 ads going on. So it is very difficult to remember all the ads, and there is clutter. And last one, same as of television, fleeting message means you cannot refer back to the ad. So you were listening to the music, suddenly ad came for the postgraduate dates for admissions, and you were suddenly alert, and the announcement came and it went off. Now you cannot refer back to that message कि कब थी, कहाँ थी, लास्ट डेट क्या थी, कौन कौन सी जगह पे फॉर्म्स अवेलेबल है, वेबसाइट का नाम जो था यू कुडंट रिमेंबर और नोट इट डाउन. सो इट इज़ अ फ्लीटिंग मैसेज, इट कम्स एंड इट गोज, it is not staying there so that you can refer it back. So that is about fleeting message. It is a disadvantage of television as well as radio. You cannot refer them back. And that's it about radio advertising. And radio advertising is a very good option if you want to reach the literate and the illiterate people. So both television and radio are a good media if you want to advertise your product and service to the illiterates, those who cannot read and write, because print media is not an option for them. So if you want to reach out to masses who are poor and who do not know how to read and write, television and radio are better option than newspaper and magazines. So you have to see what kind of audience you have. So इसलिए जब हमने पहले टारगेट ऑडियंस पढ़ा, इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू स्टडी दोज टॉपिक्स. Unless and until you know that topic, you won't be able to connect to the other topics properly. So first you should know who is your target audience, what is your product, what kind of product you have, what is the competitor doing, what budget you have, and then only you can select the media. You might want to advertise on all the radio channels at every hour, but you do not have budget for that. You might want to hire Amitabh Bachchan or Sachin Tendulkar as the brand ambassador for your product and put it in the prime time slot, but you may not have the budget for that. So while choosing media, you have to think about a lot of factors, which we will discuss after discussing all the media types. And so you need to see not only one media individually, you have to see medias in comparison to each other, so that you can make uh, best selection as per the given circumstances. So in our next video we will discuss cinema or film advertising, which would be the last part in broadcast advertising, which is our second category, and then we will move to our third category, which would be direct mail. So see you soon with our next video, and I hope you are understanding. Please feel free to leave any queries in the comment section below. Thank you and have a good day.